Everybody's just waiting to start the rant. Yeah, so shoulder blades together on the back. Okay, so that's one conversation which we can have. When you pull, what does it do for you to pull your shoulder blades together on your back? Like, what do you get out of? What do any of you get out of pulling your shoulder blades together on your back? Yeah.
I was going to say a false sense of stability.
A false sense of stability from firing up those muscles. Yeah. So I think that. And I don't, like, we'd have to ask the teachers who say it what they think they're doing with it. But the reasoning I have heard is, and the things I hear people say about doing that, because I've had certainly clients who've had that instruction somewhere else and they come to me and they go, but I like it because, and one thing that pulling the shoulder blades together on the back does is it fires up those back muscles and it makes people feel strong. And it makes people feel stable, because their back muscles are firing up and there's a whole bunch of them and then they feel strong. So that's one possibility. I think that also there's this idea, and there's probably a lot of pieces to it, but that opening up the front is better because we can breathe more, because it opens our heart, because it makes us more available to people, because I'm bigger, because I don't know why. Well, because the don't slouch thing, there's that. And it does not make our breathing better because it closes off our ribs in the back, right? Firing up the muscles of the back, pulling the ribs together in the back, is going to make now I'm doing it, the only place we can move in our breath, the front, which is a fairly mobile place. So for most people, if they had to choose between moving in the front of their ribs to breathe and like having this closed off and having to breathe in the back, for most of the people I encounter, if they're going for the easiest place to breathe, they're going to open up in the front. Which doesn't mean that's the only place we can breathe. What it means is we have a pattern already of being like this. And so using our back, spilling out the front, overusing our extensor muscles, which in fact inhibits the back of the ribs from moving so much. Which, because the back of the ribs are continuous with the front of the ribs, if we stop the back of the ribs from moving, we will diminish our ability to mobilize the rib cage, which will diminish our capacity for shape change and diminish our choices about breathing there. Whether or not it's a big breath, it gives us fewer ways to breathe, fewer choices about how to breathe, right? So it doesn't actually help our breathing to pull our shoulders together on our back. Though it might feel like it does, right? Having strong back muscles may feel secure, but out of proportion to everything else makes us less stable because it makes us less balanced. And I don't think having super strong abdominal muscles is the answer to balance that out either. I think that finding that pathway of weight through the spine and then of the limbs into the spine is going to elicit whatever support we need in our muscles whenever we need it. And so pulling shoulder blades together on the back, if it gives us a sensation of muscles, it's kind of a false sense of security, or it's also a sense that like muscles tend to take us into working harder and harder. Because to keep getting sensation in my muscles, I have to keep re-recruiting them. So this whole process of looking for pathway through the bones, for the sensation in the bones and the joints, is partly about getting different feedback so that we're not continually going down the road of working harder and harder and harder to keep getting feedback about what we're doing. Because I don't think the process of being an integrated and healthy mover is one of making things making my muscles stronger and stronger and stronger. It's not, and my life shouldn't keep getting harder. I don't think life should keep getting harder. That's my thought about yoga also. I don't think yoga should keep getting harder. I think that the poses, the things that I find challenging should keep getting easier and easier and easier. And then I might go find another challenge and have more ways to engage with it. There's also this little bit of shoulders together on your back opens your heart, which is separate from rib cage and breathing and all of that. And in fact, the heart is not helped by having the back of it compressed, which I'm not sure that pulling our shoulder blades together on our back actually restricts the movement of the heart in the back, but it's just an interesting fact that the heart, the blood vessels that come into and out of the heart, between the heart and the lungs, between the body and the heart, they come into and out of the back of the heart. So closing off the back of the heart to open up the front of it, it doesn't make any sense. And I don't think that being completely open all the time is necessarily what I want to be. Again, there are moments when I want to be open, there are moments when I want to be able to go in. So if I do want to be able to engage whatever it is that draws my shoulder blades together on my back, I certainly might want to be able to do that, but I also want to be able to do whatever does this. And then where is the place for me that's middle?